Hi everybody, welcome to MathJLab Educare. In this lesson, we're going to explore something very interesting from the past, Roman numbers, also called Roman numerals.
Roman numbers? You mean numbers used in ancient Rome?
Exactly.
Wow, look at that big clock on the building.
Hey, those numbers look different. That's not the usual 1, 2, 3.
You're right. Look, it has I, 2, 3, IV. These are Roman numerals.
Roman numerals? Like from ancient Rome?
Yes. Long ago, Romans used these symbols instead of our regular numbers.
Oh, I get it. I means 1, 2 means 2, 3 means 3, and IV means 4.
Right, and V is 5. They used rules, sometimes adding, sometimes subtracting, to make numbers.
So, this clock is teaching us Roman numerals.
Exactly. Math is everywhere, sometimes even on a clock. Yes, got it. We visited the town last week, and saw a big clock with the clock face of Roman numbers on a building wall.
That's great. More than 2,000 years ago, the Romans created their own way of writing numbers. Instead of digits like 1, 2, 3, they used letters from the Latin alphabet.
So, they didn't have 0, 1, 2, 3 like us?
That's right, their system was different, but many of their ideas are still with us today. That you saw last week in city like this. The Romans used 7 basic symbols. Let's write them. I equals 1, V equals 5, X equals 10, L equals 50, C equals 100, D equals 500, and M equals 1000.
What about the other numbers? I mean, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 and so on.
Good question. Let's see how it works. Other Roman numbers are being created by adding and subtracting the Roman number by following some rules. Rule 1. It says that when a smaller or equal number is placed after a number, then we add. That means, if we put II, we get 2, if we put III, we get 3, if we put VI, we get 6. Similarly, for VII, we get 7, for XI, we get 11, for XV, we get 15, for XX, we get 20, and so on.
But what if they needed to write 4? Would that be 4 times I?
Very good question. In this case, another rule is followed. Rule 2. It says that symbols like I, X, C, and M can be repeated up to 3 times. Therefore, we write III for 3, we write XXX for 30, we write CCC for 300. As symbol I can be repeated up to 3 times, therefore, we can't write 4 like this.
Can we write VV for 10 and LLL for 150?
Excellent question. We can't do that. Let's see Rule 3. It says that V, L, and D are never repeated. Therefore, VV equals 10, LL equals 100, DD equals 1000 are not true.
What about 4?
In case of 4, we look for subtraction rule. Rule 4. It says that when a smaller number comes before a larger one, then we subtract. Therefore, IV equals V minus I equals 5 minus 1 equals 4.
So, Vx equals X minus V equals 10 minus 5 equals 5?
No, it's not right. Let's see why. The subtractive rule has limits. In Roman numerals, subtraction is only allowed when a smaller symbol is placed before a larger one, but the limitation is that only I, X, and C can be used for subtraction. V, L, and D can never be subtracted. Therefore, the expressions Vx equals 5, Lc equals 50, Ld equals 450 are not correct, since V, L have been subtracted here and we can't do according to subtractive limitation of Roman numbers. Now it's your turn. Can anyone tell me, what is the Roman number for 9?
It's easy. X stands for 10 and I stands for 1. Therefore, we can write 9 equals 10 minus 1 equals X minus I. Now subtraction rule says, when a smaller number is placed before a larger number, then we subtract. Therefore X minus I can be written as IX. That is 9 equals IX.
Excellent, thank you very much. Now next question, can you tell me, what is the Roman number for 99?
I think it is same. We know, C stands for 100 and I stands for 1. Therefore, 99 equals 100 minus 1 equals C minus I equals IC. That is 99 equals IC.
Thanks for your answer, but your answer is not correct. Let's see, why? To look for this solution, we need to know another very important subtraction limit of Roman numbers. It says that, in Roman numerals, subtraction is only allowed when 1. A smaller symbol is placed before a larger one, and 2. That smaller symbol is one step lower in value than the larger one. Let me explain it clearly. Now, look at the 7 symbols of Roman numerals. Here, I is one step lower than V, and I can be subtracted from V. Though, V is one step lower, but by rule, V never can be subtracted. Again, I is one step lower than X, so I can be subtracted from X. X is one step lower than L, so X can be subtracted from L. Again, though L is one step lower than C, by rule, L never can be subtracted. X is one step lower than C, so X can be subtracted from C. C is one step lower than D, and C can be subtracted from D. Again, though D is one step lower than M, but by rule, D never can be subtracted. C is one step lower than M, and C can be subtracted from M. X is 2 steps lower than M, but subtraction rule says, X cannot be subtracted from M. Similarly, I cannot be subtracted from C. Therefore, the Roman number IC for the number 99 is not correct.
What is the correct Roman number for 99?
Let us find it. Dear learners, we have already learned all the rules for writing the Roman numerals. Now, let us write first 10 Roman numerals. We have already known that I is 1, double I is 2, triple I is 3, IV is 4, V is 5, VI is 6, V double I is 7, V triple I is 8, IX is 9, and X is 10. And the 10s are, double X is 20, triple X is 30, XL is 40, L is 50, LX is 60, L double X is 70, L triple X is 80, XC is 90, and C is 100. We have also D is 500, and M is 1000. From this table, we can easily write any Roman number. Now, first we see what is 99. We can write 99 as 90 plus 9. For 90, we get XC, and for 9 we get IX. As per the addition rule, we get XCIX, that is 99 is XCIX. Next we find 45. We can write 45 as 40 plus 5. For 40, we get XL, and for 5, we get V, therefore 45 is XLV. Now, for 450, we can write as 400 plus 50. For 400, there is no Roman number. So, we can write 500 minus 100. We have D for 500, C for 100 and L for 50. As per subtraction rule for D minus C, we can write CD. Apply addition rule, we can write CD plus L as CDL. That is 450 is CDL. Now, what will be the Roman number of 2025? Let's find it. We can write 2025 as expanded form, that is 1000 plus 1000 plus 20 plus 5. For 1000, we have M, for 20 we have XX, and for 5, we have V. Now applying the addition rule, we get MMXXV for 2025. I think all of you have understood how to write the Roman numerals. If you feel any problem, let us know in the comment box and we shall be honored to answer you. We shall know how to convert the Roman numerals into a Hindu Arabic numerals, that is our modern number. Okay, let's start. Convert MCLXII into Hindu Arabic number. From the addition rule, we can write MCLXII as M plus C plus L plus X plus II. For M, we have 1000, for C, we have 100, for L, we have 50, for X, we have 10, for II, we have 2. It becomes 1000 plus 100 plus 50 plus 10 plus 2, that is 1162. Let us explain another example. Which number is represented by CCXXIX? We can write it as C plus X plus X plus IX. We have C for 100, X for 10 and IX for 9. Therefore, we get 100 plus 100 plus 10 plus 9, that is 229. Calculate DC minus CD. Here, we have D for 500 and C for 100. Therefore, DC equals D plus C, by addition rule, that is 600. CD equals D minus C, by subtraction rule, that is 400. Therefore, DC minus CD equals 600 minus 400 equals 200, that is CC. So you have learned how to convert any Roman numerals to Hindu Arabic numbers.
But Miss, can we multiply or divide with Roman numbers?
That's an excellent question. Romans mostly used their system for counting, trade, and recording dates. It was not practical for multiplication or division. Instead, they used abacus-like tools for calculation.
So, Roman numbers are mostly for writing, not for calculating?
Exactly. That's why our modern decimal system is much easier for math operations. Is there 0 in Roman number system?
No, miss, there is no 0 in Roman numerals.
Exactly, you are correct. Roman numbers are still being used today. Can you give example of it?
I think I saw them on a clock and also on a book's chapter mark.
Perfect observation. Yes, Roman numerals are still used today in many places, like in names of kings and queens, Queen Elizabeth II, Louis XIV. In Olympic Games numbers, Tokyo 2020 was the 32nd Olympiad. In book prefaces and page numbering.
Wow, so Roman numbers are still alive.
You are absolutely correct. As we wrap up today's lesson, let's quickly recap what we've learned. 1. Symbols. We introduced the key symbols that form the basis of Roman numerals, from I to M, each representing different values. 2. Formation rules. We discussed the essential rules for forming Roman numerals, ensuring you know how to combine these symbols correctly. 3. Subtraction rule. Through our visual presentation, we covered the subtraction rule, a unique aspect of the Roman numeral system. 4. Practical examples. Finally, we looked at several examples, applying the rules we learned to form Roman numerals accurately. Now, to test your knowledge, here's a quick quiz. What is the Roman numeral for 999? Think about it for a moment, and when you have your answer, leave it in the comments below. I encourage you to practice forming Roman numerals on your own. You can start by converting simple numbers and gradually move on to more complex ones. Remember, the more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Thank you for joining me today on this journey into the world of Roman numerals. I hope you found this lesson informative and enjoyable. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more educational content. Until next time, keep exploring and learning. Stay tuned. We upload new fun math lesson every week right here on MathJLab. Goodbye, and see you in the next lesson.